Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
Exciting week 2 of the preseason. I think I'm going to do 3 film sessions this week. This first one is going to be centered around Darren Waller, but I also wanted to kind of include a couple of other plays that Darren Waller might not have been the guy who made the catch, or just kind of highlighting the offense, because I think Darren Waller is the key that unlocks this offense. And let's just get straight to it. So they're going to motion Darren Waller over. He is lined up right across from number 90. You're going to see him going in motion here. And he's just going to do a good job of just running this route, finding the space in the zone, looking for the football. That's what you love to see. He's immediately looking for that football on that turn, and the ball is already out. He's in between two, I think, linebackers here, and he gets hit, and he kind of gets sandwiched between both of them, but he holds on. And that is, I think, Darren Waller's first catch as a Giant. So to take a second look at this play, so this just looks like normal 11 personnel here. And then once you see him motion, he doesn't line up specifically at tight end. He lines up, like I said, off the line of scrimmage and is sort of that bunch player. So this turns into 2 wide receivers on the right side, 2 wide receivers on the left side, changes the formation there to basically 4 wide. And Slayton clears out. You got all this space underneath. And this is an easy completion for a guy that's going to hold on to the ball in traffic. All right, so Dan Orlovsky, I think, broke this down on Twitter. And pretty much what you have is a running back screen going this way. He's going to leak out here as that option there. And then you got your dominant number 1 wide receiver, pretty much playing X receiver, Darren Waller, running this slant here. So you got 2 options if you're Daniel Jones. You can take the screen or you can take that slant, whoever wins first, whatever you see first that makes the most sense. So those are his 2 options there. And the Giants have not been able to run plays like this, successfully at least, because they have not had a dominant receiver that can win, within a second of the play starting. So let's just roll this. We saw it live, but just watch Darren Waller mug this guy, mug J.C. Horn, a physical corner. Just mug him and take a look at the hand usage. Some people tried to call this a blatant push off. This is inside the frame. Darren Waller's arms aren't fully extended when he makes that push off there. Arm is still a little bit bent, which is the rule. So, yeah, he got physical with him at the line of scrimmage, but it's within 5 yards, and he got him off of him. He's a big guy, so J.C. Horn fell down, which made it look more egregious than it was. And now you got a guy wide open, and he catches this ball here at the perfect time. He's not a wide receiver. He's not Odell Beckham or anything, so it's not like he can take this and immediately reverse field and be going up the sideline. But try to. But this just shows you that this guy can win off the line of scrimmage in these situations. And he can be the quick option, as we saw over and over again this first drive for Daniel Jones. He can be a quick option for Daniel Jones to go to. So right here, Darren Waller is lined up pretty much as a slot. He's not lined up in line at tight end, but he's pretty much a slot. So Darren Waller is going to run out. It's probably an option route where he kind of fakes inside, gets outside. I don't know if it's a design option or if it's just a regular out route. But just check out this route. I think this is the best route that Darren Waller ran yesterday or 2 days ago. I think this is the best route that he ran. And I'll just let that play right there. Easy money, easy route. But let's take it to the second view here. You got number 12 here. And just watch the movement skills as a guy being 6'6". 250 pounds, 240 pounds. The guy is a huge person. He's a big guy. And he moves like a wide receiver here. Watch how he shifts all of his weight to the right side. And I know people see me pausing this here and people don't like when you pause it, but look at all of his weight here. As number 7, do you really think that this big tight end, a guy this size, is going to break this outside? I would think that maybe he's turning around on a curl. I would think he's maybe taking this inside, but this ball goes outside and Darren Waller instantly creates that separation there in that zone. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous route. Like, this is a disgusting route from a guy that's this big. Let's just watch it one more time. So this is a film session on Waller, but it's also a film session about how they're using Waller and how they're just using all of their pieces now that they've got more weapons. So this particular play goes back to Darren Waller. It's just a regular play action. You got Waller running a crosser, but just watch this play design here. You got Waller running. You got this double cross that Dable loved to run in Buffalo. This double cross where you got guys working different levels of the field. First off, watch Superman. I mean, I got to come up with it with the Flash, somebody like that. Jalen Hyatt, the fastest man alive. Watch him clear things out here on this deep over route. And, you know, you can make an argument. You can make an argument that this ball could go to Jalen Hyatt, because usually when Jalen Hyatt gets here with someone, it's too late. So that's one option. But Daniel Jones, to me, makes the best decision here, which is if you got a guy coming across the field wide open for a first down, you know, for a 15-yard play, and it's like a 99% chance that this play is going to get completed, even though it doesn't, he made the right decision. The 1% chance went wrong here. So, again, you got this double cross. You got two receivers. And this is what happens when you have two quality targets out there. You got two guys open, and you only got two guys running these routes. So, Darren Waller is just open because of play design. And, I mean, you got nothing but space and opportunity over here. I would have liked him to probably get the ball probably right around here, because DJ turns around, sees him, gets to that back foot. I would have liked to see him get the ball out quicker, but he's still getting into his drop. Yeah, I'd like to see that ball get out as soon as he gets to the back of his drop, because then Darren Waller probably has opportunity to probably catch that and run some more. But gets the ball to him a little late. Darren Waller has to didn't really have to reach behind him, but he gets the ball to him, and Darren Waller has to protect himself, try to protect the ball. But the safety does a great job. I'm not sure if this is the safety or the corner. Comes out and dislodges this. So this is more Mike Kafka, Brian Dable. This is more of a clinic that they're putting on. You got both tight ends lined up outside. You got both tight ends lined up outside. So they both motion inside. And this turns into pretty much gun snugs from 4 wide. You got both of your receiving tight ends. You got Hodgins, you got Slayton. And just watch this. This turns into a play action. Get Daniel Jones on the move. You could hit Waller underneath. You could hit Bellinger to the outside. Bellinger probably gets about 6-7 yards. But Daniel Jones sees Isaiah Hodgins wide open, which is the trend here. You got guys running wide open in this offense because of the presence of a guy like Darren Waller, and then it gives Daniel Jones that confidence on top of that. But either way, confidence, no confidence. You got a guy running wide open. Get the ball to him, and another easy completion. All right, so this play is another great example of Brian Dable and Mike Kafka doing their thing at the highest level. Daniel Jones gets pressure because Glowinski doesn't do a good job with this stunt. Glowinski and Evan Neal have a little communication issue over there. But just watch Slayton over here. Slayton over here in the slot. You got, I think Waller's going to come open. So take a look at this play here, this play design. You got two guys that are immediately wide open. Slayton. Here, nothing but space and opportunity. This guy's got to make a decision between him and him. Looks like he doesn't know that this guy is even there or this guy's even here. And then you got Waller here for the safe completion. So you can get about 5 yards with Darren Waller. You can get a first down with Slayton. You can get another pretty much close to first down, probably gets this ball and runs up the field too. So there's a ton of options. But Daniel Jones is under immediate pressure, so he can't take advantage of those options. So what happens in this offense when Daniel Jones has options, but he can't take advantage of them because the play breaks down? Well, guess what? He can just take off and watch. I have to give so much credit to Daniel Jones because as a rookie, Daniel Jones was not making plays like this in the pocket. He just wasn't. You got pressure, step to the side, stepping forward, keeping his eyes downfield is what we love to see. Still looking down the field. Now, could he make this throw? Maybe. Maybe he can make this throw, but does a smart thing. Just holds onto the ball, picks up. I think he got about 5 or 6 yards on that run. So there are so many options for Daniel Jones this year. I just think it's just going to make things that much easier. So again, Kafka and Dable back in their bag. Goal line situation. You got scary Darren Waller motioning inside. And I just love this release that they gave him. It gives you what a really cool way to get a star player, to get your tight end, a guy that usually gets beat up at the line of scrimmage, like a guy that can get beat up by the defensive end, by pretty much anybody at the line of scrimmage. What an interesting and cool way to get this guy a release like this, a free release. So you got Bellinger blocking and releasing here at the bottom of your screen. He's going to block, then he's going to release. And you got Darren Waller running this kind of out route here and just draws the double team of both of these guys, and they got to make a decision. So they got to make a decision, and they decide, listen, smartly, we're going to stay with Darren Waller. But then you got Bellinger, and good luck keeping him out of the end zone. So let's take a look at this from the second point of view. Again, watch Waller get this free release. Boom. Daniel Jones under pressure, 2 hands on the ball. No one's near him, but he's got 2 hands on the ball. Out of this play action. And something I've noticed that Daniel Jones has done a really good job of since he's been better with the ball security. On his play actions, he's holding the ball with 2 hands. And he continues to keep 2 hands on the ball. So here he knows he has to reset to make this throw. He has to get that shoulder turned. Gets that shoulder turned. Calm stance. Gets the ball out. Catchable ball to Bellinger. Easy touchdown. So we're going to stop it right here while we got Waller celebrating his touchdown. This Giants team, I don't know if we're going to see this Giants first team offense against the Jets this upcoming weekend. I think it's Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure if we're going to see this first team again, but I feel the best I have ever felt out of a first team this year than I have probably the last 12 years. After just judging off the first preseason drive, which could mean nothing, but I don't think it means nothing. This is the most dominant a Giants team has looked on a preseason drive in forever. And like I said, it doesn't mean anything that they dominated this preseason drive. It means absolutely nothing. But this has to be a good sign because our offenses have been bad for years, and they've looked bad in the preseason for years. So the addition of Darren Waller, we know no one will be able to cover him. No one has covered him in practice. No one has covered him in the joint practices, and no one has covered him in this preseason game. So I don't think that Darren Waller will be able to be singled. Just that opens up things for everybody else. Jalen Hyatt is going to clear things out for Darren Waller underneath. Darren Waller is going to probably start clearing things out for Jalen Hyatt over the top. This is a matchup nightmare. And by the way, this offense looked this beautiful without Saquon Barkley. So you guys let me know what you think of this first team offense. I think they're going to be unstoppable. And when I say unstoppable, of course, you know, some offenses, no offense is completely unstoppable. But I think they will have so many options and so many different ways to win games this year that I think this Giants offense, I'm booking it right now. I think this Giants offense will be a top 8 offense in the NFL. So you guys let me know what you think. Of course, that's barring health. But you guys let me know what you're thinking of this first team offense going into week 1. What are you expecting? Let me know. If you made it this deep into the video, come on, just hit the subscribe button. I make Giants content primarily, draft content secondarily, and during the season, I'm going to be doing a lot of reacting to pretty much most of the NFL games and everything NFL. So if you made it this deep, go ahead and join the D6 squad.